What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Mr. King Ammo without you in. Back out with another video, and today we are doing yet another bracket video. And we are doing a bracket video with Stranger Things characters to determine what is the best Stranger Things character. But before getting sexual, beginning of the video itself, guys, don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel, because number one, it's absolute free, number two, also may be help with the YouTube algorithm. And recommend the video to more people, and maybe they could join that toxic thing. And do feel free to comment who your favorite Stranger Things character is down below. But that being said, guys, I'm going to and this will also include all characters from all 5 different seasons. I shouldn't say all. It includes the majority of them anyways. So, first round, we have Nancy Wheeler versus Mrs. Wheeler. I accidentally breezed by that so fast. I apologize. I accidentally clicked way too quickly. But yeah, Nancy definitely beats Karen Wheeler. Next match we have here is Alexi versus Susie. Alexi was a fun side character, but overall as a whole, I'm gonna go Susie, because she had more like fun moments, of course, never ending story and her cute little relationship with Dustin, and then we see that kind of further continue where in season 4, even though them two never actually interact, but we know them two are still together, and then probably they broke up in season 5 because when Dustin went in his Eddie phase. So I'm gonna go Susie. Next up, we have Barb versus 10. 10 was only, like, important in, like, one scene, so Barb wins. We got Eddie versus Bruce. Oh, yeah, the jerk that, like, is the boss that Nancy works for. Yeah, definitely Eddie. One of the best side character, in my opinion, out of all of Stranger Things. We got Demo Dog and Argyle. If this was just labeled as Dart, I would pick the Demo Dog over I would pick Dart over Argyle. But since it just says Demo Dog, I'm gonna go Argyle. Next up, we have here Jonathan Byers versus Will Byers. I'm going to go Will, because Jonathan as a whole did not have the best run. Like, the first season, he was a decent character. Second season, he's okay. It kind of carries over with his, like, relationship with Nancy. But then 3, he's barely even there. Same goes for Nancy. Then 4, they completely do jack crap with him and make him a drug addict for some reason. Whereas Will, he got a lot of character development. So first season, he wasn't in it a whole lot, but he was the main character that everyone was looking for. Second season, he was possessed by the Upside Down. Third season, third season is the season I feel like they used him the least, but he did have some key moments, like for example, the moment when his friends don't want to play D&D with him, and then he gets upset and crashes out. That was a good moment, but they never really built it upon that in season 3. Season 4, he was just whiny, but he at least it showed some character development with him wanting to come out to Mike so bad. And then season 5, of course, great moment at the end of volume 1 when he eventually got the powers at the end. So, yes, Will definitely moves on. I went on that tangent a little bit too long. I apologize. Billy or Holly? I'm going to go Billy. Holly I was originally hesitant about her in season 5 being like one of the main characters. But overall, as a whole, they used her quite well. But Billy had a great character arc in season 3, so where he was kind of like just the jerk in season 2, where season 3 they added a little bit of humanity to him. So I'm gonna go Billy over Holly, but Holly's a good character though. Ted Wheeler or Henry Creel. Sorry, I cannot speak. I've been talking a lot, so my tongue, Ted Wheeler, yeah, was never going to make it that far in this tournament. He's kind of a bad character, but Henry Creel, of course, great. Are we going to include Vecna in here too? But regardless, I'm going to go Henry Creel. We got Victor Creel, Vecna's dad, versus Dr. K, which is, the Sarah Connor herself. the bad guy in season 5, where they literally do nothing with her. And I think Victor Creel was more of a standout than her, because at least he had that creepy scene with his eyes, of course, being taken out, and then he's played by Robert Englund. So you know what? I'm gonna go Victor Creel. Demogorgon versus Mike. This is tough, because it has a picture of the Demogorgon from the first season, and I would count him, because the Demogorgon in the first season was great. However, with Mike is a complicated character, just like Jonathan, because first season he was a good character, and then 5, I think they make him a good character again. But 2, 3, and 4, they do absolutely nothing with him. Second season, he's very annoying. Third season, he barely does anything. And then fourth season, he kind of teeters on that annoying mark a little bit too. But I think Mike's high points definitely still surpass the Demogorgon. So I'm going to go with Mike. Just barely. We got Tina Turnbow, which is Derek's sister, versus Angela. I don't care about this battle at all. Overall, as a character who has more to do, I'll go Angela, because she had that very shocking moment when Elle hit her with a roller skates. Martin Brenner versus Lucas. Lucas, easy. Okay, there we go. We actually have Dart on here, but he's competing against some tough trouble, because he's going up against Robin, and Robin easily wins. Then we have Vecna versus 8. Vecna, of course, wins. 8 is the sister episode with her is literally the only episode in the whole entire series I would call bad. So I wasn't a fan of her, and I didn't like how they used her in season 5. So Vecna easily wins. Or I'm picking who I prefer, I should say, for this whole entire list. Chrissy versus Hopper. I like Chrissy a lot, but Hopper wins. We got Will against Derek. Derek's a funny character, because originally I was not expecting to like him at all. I was going to go like, oh, this kid's going to be annoying. But he ended up actually becoming really funny. But Will moves on. We got Bob Newby versus Dustin. Bob had a really tragic death and was overall a good side character, but Dustin moves on, because I'll talk about Dustin a little bit more later on. You'll just have to see, but he's going to go up there for sure. Charles St. Clair, so Lucas's dad, that I rarely ever saw in the whole entire series, versus Mike. Mike, by default, wins here. Max versus Dimitri. Dimitri was Hopper's cellmate in the Russian prison that escaped with him, but it's Max. Max is winning. No difference for who I prefer. Erica versus Axel. Axel was only in one episode, so Erica by default wins. We got Lucas versus Murray. Murray has always been fine to me. He hasn't really stood out, but Lucas gets some really good character arc, especially with the last 2 seasons with his relationship with Max. Eddie versus Eddie versus 11. Wait, are we counting like Jane and Elle as 2 different people on here? Because if that's the case, I would probably go Eddie, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, I'm gonna risk it, because I'm not sure if 11 is on here by herself. Like, okay, so 32 divided by 2 is 16. So we have, okay, I'm just gonna hope L's on here. I'm just gonna hope 11's on here. I'm gonna go with Eddie. Billy wins here. Robin versus Henry. I'll give it to Robin, because we still have Vecna on here. The Terminator-esque guy versus Vecna. Barb versus Argyle. I'm gonna give it to Argyle. He was funny. Barb just needed to live longer. Steve versus Joyce. I love Joyce a lot, but Steve. Angela versus Susie. Nancy. I'm feeling really nervous right now. I don't think Elle's by herself on here. Yeah, I was right. Dang it. Dang it, I messed up so bad. Okay, Eddie is a great side character and the best side character that, like, dies in one season. So I'll let it slide. I wish I could go back, but it's too late now. 11 would have probably made it in the top 4 max, or top 5 maybe. Scott, we'll go with Mr. Clark. Lucas versus Billy. Lucas. Erica versus Mike. I'm gonna go Mike because Mike's high points are better than Erica's high points. Steve. Oh, come on! This could have been the final. This could have literally been the final. Well, this whole entire just bracket fell apart. Okay. Well, for me, I love Steve. Steve's probably my second favorite character of the whole entire show. But overall, as a whole, when it comes to the whole entire series, I think Dustin has had the best, like, every single season, his character is important to the season somehow, where he's evolved each season. Where Steve, it's happened to him as well, but season 5 especially, I don't feel like he felt as if he was just, I think out of the two, for story-wise, Dustin had more to do in season 5, but Steve still had key moments with Dustin especially. But overall as a whole, I'm going to go Dustin. Argyle versus Vecna. Eddie versus Susie. Eddie. Mr. Clark versus Will. Robin or Hopper. I like Robin a lot, but I'm going to go Hopper. Max versus Nancy. Max, no competition. Max versus Hopper. I'm going to give it to Hopper. I love Max, though. Vecna versus Mike. Thank goodness. Thank you, Vecna. Will versus Eddie. This one's a tough one, too. I'm gonna go with Eddie. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with Eddie just because Will and 3 and 4 bug me, where Eddie's whole entire arc was great for me. Dustin versus Lucas. Dustin. Hopper versus Vecna. I'll give it to Vecna because he's the best villain of the whole entire show. Dustin. And then for the finals right here, we have Dustin versus Vecna for the best character of the whole entire show. Dustin for me. All right. Yeah, sorry about the 11 error there, but overall as a whole, what you guys think of this bracket video? Let me know. Be sure to let me know as well who your favorite Stranger Things character is down below. But with that being said, guys, I'll see y'all next one, everybody. Peace out.